What is up? What it shall be. Welcome to the movie review. This is a Bollywood Top 100 film officially, and it is on Mughal-E-Azam.
Mughal-E-Azam.
Mughal-E-Azam. That's the warrior queen yelling enunciation off to the side. She would be on, but she doesn't have makeup on. She would join us, but she does not have makeup on. This is an impromptu. I just finished watching the 3 hour and 8 minute film. Boy, where to start with this? I think probably 5 minutes into it, I could see, Padvamonti. I could see those type of epics where they came from, because you could tell the dude who makes those films was a big fan of this thing. Because I mean, it was almost like, wait a minute. This is crazy. This is you could just see it as the source material, the inspiration. I think this film is important for several reasons. Now, I know some of my friends said, don't watch it. It's fake history. Don't watch it. Other of my friends have said, yes, watch it. It's a great movie. This movie is important for a few reasons. Number one, the soundtrack was incredible. I could see like this music being very, very popular back in the day with all the kids wanting to go see this film. That was number one. Number two, we got to see this really kind of, I thought it was going to be a Romeo and Juliet story. We saw Kumar, played by the Prince, who gave a good performance. Well, let me just back up here. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. That I got so many thoughts just kind of running through my head. So what we see is we see the story of this emperor, of this Turk, this Mohammedan, right, who is ruler over the area of India. And the film kind of opens up, and he looks like he's probably in his 40s at the time. I'm going to say maybe late 30s. And he's walking barefoot in the sand with his entourage to go to some holy site, some kind of Muslim holy site. And he's going there because he wants to offer prayers to Allah. His wife is barren, and he wants a son. It's very important to him. So he gets there. He kind of converses with the holy men. They sit and they talk about his plight. They listen to what he has to say, and everybody's in agreement. Yes, let us pray to Allah that your wife will have a child. The wife gets pregnant and has a baby, and we get Kumar. Kumar was a good actor. He's raised in the luxury of the palace on mom's lap, where he begins to abuse the harem and get drunk on the wine. We see like a 12-year-old drunk Prince Kumar running around making the harem dance, and that was very comical because it reminded me of how I met the warrior queen. It was exactly that way. When I was a prince back in Joliet, and I would make her dance for me. And then the father has had enough of this. He sees his son is no good, and he decides to go send him out to fight wars. And he gets his general, and he says the boy needs to learn war. I saw the future of India in this. It's not this punk. Kumar is a disgrace. Go make a man out of him, right? So they take him out to war, and he becomes a very valiant, very military-minded leader. Battle upon battle, win upon win. He's crushing. He's balling. He's got game, and he comes back. Heroes welcome. Mom's happy to see him. Oh, we got this little honey that we want you to marry. She'll be your queen one day. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I just got back from battle. Let me go take my armor off. And he doesn't want to tend to his wounds. And I thought this was a great theme of Kumar, is because they were not scars to him. He said they were blossoms of the battlefield. They were reminders of his glory for Hindustan, right? The things that he did for Hindustan. So they go to the sculptor. There's this sculptor who does the family portraits in marble, and nobody likes him because he tells the truth in his heart. Like, you suck. Look, I did the statue of you sucking, you oh highness. and the guy's a funny character. He's a funny character. And so they want to commission something for the prince because he's coming back victorious. And he comes up, he gets this servant girl, and he kind of makes her into a statue. But it's done with makeup, right? It's really not a statue of her. She's alive. And Kumar's very intrigued by what the statue is, and he wants to go see it. And he's being stopped all the time by his manservant saying, no, 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 the astrologer said this is bad luck. You cannot look at it until the morning. You're going to have to wait like everybody else. You ain't special, Prince. You got to wait. So he waits. He took a peek, though. He did take a peek. And so the emperor's there, the prince is there, and they unveil this thing. And it's a statue, and they say how lovely the statue is. It looks like an angel has fallen from heaven here. And the statue starts to move and talk. And they're like, oh, this is so cool. This is so genius. It must have been like ancient IMAX for them. Like, what? This is amazing. And so the emperor talks to the woman. This is very clever. We're going to give you a different title. You're no longer just a slave girl. You have a title now. You're somebody official. Prince Kumar is infatuated with this young girl, and much to the dismay of the bride-to-be, the queen-to-be, let's call her Queen Zilla, the one that they lined up. Oh, she ain't having it. She's very, very upset that he has this affection towards the slave girl, this common slave girl. And this is going to cause a huge issue in the empire because Pops is wanting him to forget about the slave girl. Let's forget about it. We have, it's just so ridiculous. Warrior Queen's flanking me. You can't see her, but she's flanking me, distracting me. Say hi, Warrior Queen.
Hi.
And but Prince Kumar wants it. He wants the slave girl. So you see the love, you see the kissing, you see the dancing, the almost kissing, and it reminded me of maybe some of the fellows remember this. I remember it. There was a scene where it was kind of the first time the prince and the slave girl are together, and they're just kind of laying together. They're not kissing. They're kind of holding hands. But you can tell they are just so into each other, right? That he is just happy to be right next to her like that. Just overwhelmed, I'm sure, with hormonal possibilities of what could come in the evening. And it reminded me of when I was young with the Warrior Queen. When I was so happy just to be sitting next to her. Maybe our knees will touch. What? Maybe. And, yes, Warrior Queen, yes. And it was a great scene. And the word gets back to the father that the prince is not getting in line. He's not following the program like he's supposed to. He's not. And he decides, you're going to go back to war, dude. You're going to go back to war and fight because we can't have you pining over this slave girl. And we're going to throw her in jail. And he says, oh, you want to go to war? Fine. I'll go to war against you, old man. I'll go to war against you, Dad. And so we have this civil war, this rebellion. And he loses. I thought for sure I thought Prince Kumar was going to win. I really did. And they capture everybody. Well, there's one scene in there, and I just got to say, Rajputs, what's going on with Rajputs, man? These dudes are awesome. The Rajput swears that he's going to keep her safe, and he takes her off to the temple of Kali, where they're hiding out from everybody. And the emperor is super upset about this. He's super upset about it because he wants her dead. And so it's basically a life for life. Somebody's going to die. Who's going to be? So they're going to execute the prince. He's going to kill his own kid that he went to the holy men to ask for. He's going to kill him because of his pride, because of custom, right? And we see a lot of protests from the Indian mother, who's Rajput, and last minute they're going to kill him with a cannon, shoot him with a cannon. That seemed to me like overkill. Like a cannon, dude. You're going to blow up the building and this dude. Like, how about arrows, right? And the slave girl comes and she turns herself in, stops the execution, right? So they're going to, execute her. They're going to, some way to execute her. And the story kind of goes back and forth with the fighting and the family and love. And I'm thinking this is going to be Romeo and Juliet. This is absolutely going to be Romeo and Juliet. And they sentence the slave girl to death, but she has one wish. And her wish is to be a queen. And she convinces the emperor, let me marry your son, then kill me. And it's done. At least this way he gets his wish in, I get my wish in, and then I'm out. Peace out, I'm done. He says, okay, but you're going to have to kill my son because he'll come kill me if I do this. So you're going to have to poison him. She agrees to it, and she goes and she has her wedding ceremony, and she poisons the husband. Very dramatic. When we watch Prince Kumar dying, and he realizes the guards are coming to take her away, and they're going to wall her alive. And when they said that, I was like, do they mean like put her in a wall and brick her up? Yeah, that's what they meant. That's what they meant. Wall her up. And as they're doing this, in the process of doing it, the slave girl's mom approaches the emperor and says, I have a promise ring. You remember this? You told me I could use this whenever I wanted to, and you would have to grant me the wish. And homeboy, he's just like, I never said that. What are you talking about? I don't remember. She's like, you do remember. Oh, I don't remember. Get out of here, woman. And he has her hauled off, and as he smacks her away, this ring goes into the scale, right? And the scales begin to tip. The scales of God are weighing out the emperor, and he realizes, like, oh no, I've just upset the divine. I did not keep my word, so he works out a deal. And I didn't realize this was happening. So we have Prince Kumar dead. We have the slave girl going to be walled up. She's going to be walled up, dead, over time. But there's a back door. They sneak her out. And she just got to leave the kingdom. Of course, she is shell-shocked by this. You know, like she came out like a deaf mute or something. Okay, so there's a couple takeaways. Kumar was good. The guy who played Prince Kumar was good. Rajputs, I don't know what's going on in the water up there, but you guys are like Hindu Sikhs. Fierce warriors. Every time I see you or your people portrayed in movies, it is over the top. And Madhubala, beautiful woman, great actress, became a big fan of her just in this one film. I was reading something about her, and they said she's arguably the most beautiful artist ever to grace the Indian screen. She rose from humble beginnings to become the most captivating star India has ever produced. She was born on Valentine's Day in 1933 in a poor conservative family of Pathan Muslims in Delhi, and was part of a prolific brood of sisters. And I was completely. She died at age 36. She died at age 36. That's so young, so young. Oh man, she was phenomenal. She was phenomenal. I mean, she stole that movie, dude. She absolutely stole that movie. She took it like a gun and stuck it in everybody's ribs and said, "Stick 'em up. This is my movie. I'm taking the movie over." And she did. She did it. It was a phenomenal movie. Aman Singh, I'm going to tell you, this is how I met the Warrior Queen. This is how I met her. So remember that. Maybe you too will meet your future wife that way. Great film, Bollywood Top 100. Yes, absolutely. Now I understand the kids. The kids are going to say it's kind of old. Like the version I watched jumped from black and white to color to black and white. That was a little weird. I guess it took 9 years to make this film. But you should see it. If you're a big fan of the, let's take Sing, let's take Deepika, let's put them in period pieces with swords and dancing and intrigue, this was the first one to do it. You can tell this is a very important film. It's going to produce a genre of films. And Rajputs, man, I ain't messing with any Rajputs. You guys Rajputs out there, you have a video request, you make it. I'll jump to those first. I don't need Rajputs looking for me. You all are like fiercely intense, right? The only way that maybe I bump your video request is if a Sikh asks, because they're fiercely intense too. And maybe I could get the Sikh to defend me against the Rajput. Maybe. I don't know. But this is a great film. 3 hours and 8 minutes. You're going to make sure you don't want to drink a lot of water because you're going to be hitting the bathroom. Bring some food and dig in. Soundtrack's great. The film is great. Misdirect. I was expecting Romeo and Juliet. I didn't expect her to get away, and she did. And beautiful film. Well done. I enjoyed it. Bollywood Top 100. Absolutely, it's a 100. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and much love.